The New York Knicks have won 4 games in a row, and they've won 5 out of their last 6, and this has changed everything. We're going to break that down on today's show, but first, if you're enjoying the win streak and you want to keep stacking dubs as we get rolling on this West Coast trip, go down right now and hit that thumbs up icon. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. I appreciate everybody for stopping by as we go over a piece of information that I have discovered that I believe is the reason the Knicks are starting to click. Why the Knicks are looking like one of the best teams in the NBA, why they've won 4 in a row, and it sounds like they aren't going to be stopping anytime soon. And it all starts with the captain, Jalen Brunson, born to play basketball. When Brunson got to the New York Knicks, we knew what he could do. Put the ball in the basket, set the table, be a point guard. And through his first 2 years, he was the go-to scorer really for the New York Knicks, especially when Julius Randle would go down to injuries. This year, though, with the Knicks in a new squad, adding Mikal Bridges, second year of OG Anunoby, adding Karl-Anthony Towns, he needed to become more of a floor general. He needed to become more of a table setter, more of a pass-first guard, and really understand when the right opportunity for him was to just put his head down and go kill. He's averaging a career-high 7.3 assists per game this year. Jalen Brunson has already had 4 games this year with 10-plus assists. And with him doing that, with him learning what his role can be, learning how to be more effective and setting the table and getting the ball to his guys in spots they could be successful, it has taken this team from good to great in this offense, from good to great to maybe even historic. Moving and grooving. We've heard Walt Clyde Frazier say that for years. First time the Knicks have had 30 assists in 3 straight games since the 1994-1995 season. And in those last 3 games, the New York Knicks are averaging 128.6 points per game. The Knicks have 8 games of 30-plus assists this year. That is an amazing number for an entire season. They're already there so far as we are less than 16 games through the season. From the 1995-1996 season through the 2022-2023 season, the Knicks never have more than 5 such games of any entire 82-game season. They have never done that in that stretch. They have already done it that many times this year. And the ability for Jalen Brunson to evolve his game and be great at that next stage in his career has made this offense unstoppable. Shout out to Tommy Beer on Twitter. In my opinion, the best account on Knicks Twitter. Go give him a follow. Just going to run through a couple of his tweets because he found some interesting data, and it's just unbelievable. Total number of games with 30-plus assists and greater than 50% shooting by the Knicks over Tibbs' first 2 seasons in New York in 154 games played. Happened 2 times. Total number of games with 30-plus assists and greater than 50% shooting by the Knicks over the first 15 games this season, 4 times. The Knicks starting 5s, first 5, are by far the best offensive starting unit in the league. They are averaging 96 points per 100 possessions. That is 10 points better than Denver, who ranks second in the NBA with an offensive efficiency of 86.1. The gap between the Knicks and the Nuggets is the same as the gap between Denver and Brooklyn. The Nets rank outside the top 10 in offensive efficiency at 76.1. To put New York's offensive outburst this week into context via B-Ball reference, this is the first time the Knicks have scored 130-plus points in consecutive contests since 1988. It's the first time New York has scored 130-plus points in back-to-back wins since 1968. And it's the first time and only time in franchise history the Knicks scored more than 130 points while shooting above 55% from the floor in 2 straight games. Also, New York is the first and only team in NBA history to score more than 130 points and shoot above 55% from the floor, above 45% from three-point territory, and above 90% from the free throw line in consecutive contests. Last one here. Jalen Brunson's current scoring average, 25.2 points per game. Cat's scoring average, 26.8 points per game. Only one pair of center guard teammates have both averaged 25-plus points per game over an entire NBA season this century: Kobe and Shaq. The last time a guard finished a season averaging 25-plus points per game and 7-plus assists per game, alongside a center who averaged 25-plus points per game and 10-plus rebounds per game, was all the way back to 1969-1970, when a guy by the name of Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West teamed up for the Lakers. What the Knicks are doing on offense is historic, and it all starts with moving the ball, a selfless brand of basketball. No selfishness, moving and grooving, pace and space. Last year, the New York Knicks averaged 24.4 assists per game, 29th in the NBA. So far this year, they're averaging 27.7, 8th in the NBA. Last year, the New York Knicks had 10 games of 30-plus assists. This year, they have already 8 games of 30-plus assists. The ball's popping around. Everyone's getting a touch. Everyone's getting buckets. Everyone is impacting the game. This offense has been historically good. I understand the teams you have played are who they have played. You played the Nets twice. You played the Bulls. You played the Wiz. You've played a couple of bad teams. You can only play, though, who is on your team. The Knicks scored over 130 points in back-to-back games for the first time since 1988. This is why you traded for Cat. You knew that trading for Cat was going to make this offense a new beast, was going to make this offense unstoppable. And if you knew if you were going to beat the Boston Celtics, you were going to have to do it with an elite offense. And that's what you got cooking right now. We'll talk more about this as well as more stuff, but make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Sub for New York Knicks Dubs. We are 90 subscribers away from reaching our goal of 56,000 subscribers. As a diehard Knicks fan, I'm asking for your help. If you love the Knicks and you want free videos every day, hit that sub button. Coming up next, we're 15 games in. Let's look back at the 15 games, and let's do a mid-season is not the way to put that, a 15-game in progress report for the New York Knicks. We'll do that coming up. But first, I got to give a major shout-out to today's sponsor, DraftKings, our proud sportsbook partner. And when you use that promo code KnicksChat, bet $5, you'll get $200 in instant bonus bets. The Emirates NBA Cup is here. You can win big getting in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. All 30 teams split into 6 groups every Tuesday and Friday, playing for the right to advance in the single elimination in-season tourney, culminating in the NBA Cup Championship in Vegas. First time, here's something special just for you. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code KnicksChat. That's code KnicksChat for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/BBALL.
Shout out to DraftKings, our proud sportsbook partner, and giving you guys a little bit of a historic Smitty Same Game Parlay. The one that we had last night on our last Knicks Now live stream. We hit Smitty Same Game Parlay. Plus 445, $20, $189 on DraftKings. Knicks minus 4.5, they took care of business. Karl-Anthony Towns and Devin Booker. I just went with the Stars to go get some buckets, and they did so. Join us on Monday where I'll give you guys another Smitty Same Game Parlay, and hopefully you guys can win some real money on DraftKings. Make sure you use that code KnicksChat, though.
Use the code KnicksChat. Be a real one. Maybe you'll get some real dollars put up in your bank account. All right, we're just going to go player by player here and talk about what they've done this year and what Karl-Anthony Towns has done this year. In my opinion, cements him as a top 5 big man in this league. And I'll go as far as say he's the 3rd best big man. And if Joel Embiid doesn't play basketball, he's going to be the 2nd best big man in the league. 27 points, 12 rebounds per game. He's shooting better than 55% from the field. He's shooting above 50% from downtown. He's shown the ability to be a good playmaker as well. He has opened up everything for this offense. We've talked about 5 out for so long, and For so long, I always thought that just meant more threes, and naturally it is going to equal more threes. But what 5-out does is it creates optimal space, which means optimal driving lanes. And when you have Karl-Anthony Towns on the perimeter, there's no rim protector there that can come and help off of him. His ability to shoot threes is unreal. His ability to score with the back to the basket has been unreal. Karl-Anthony Towns has been more than we could have ever asked. I think he's the best scoring big man in the league, and he has catapulted this Knicks offense alongside Jalen Brunson to a new stratosphere. It's been an up and down season so far for Mikal Bridges, averaging 16 points per game, 4 boards, 3.5 assists, 48% from the deck. He's been awesome from the corners. He's been awesome in the mid-range. He's left a lot to be desired above the break from 3. Overall from 3 as a whole, he's shooting less than 33% from the season there. And his defense has been spotty. I think it's been trending and improving in the right direction, but the Knicks need this guy to be elite. He's been good. We need him to be elite. OG Anunoby, I think, has cemented himself as the third best player on this team. Brunson, Cat, Brunson, whichever one you want to have, that's cool. But OG has stepped in, and he's unreal. He's a top 5 defender in this league. He's a top 5 impact player in this league when it comes to the score. He can score the basketball. The confidence is growing on offense. He has that step-back mid-range game. He's pulled up in transition a couple times from 3. He's been confident in attacking the rack. He's worked with his back to the basket. OG has been good. And Josh Hart is looking like it's still the Indiana Pacers playoff series and still the series against the Philadelphia 76ers. 14 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He's the glue of this team. He's the heartbeat of this team. Got to have heart. The willingness to shoot the 3 has taken this offense to another level as well, and he's knocking it down at about a 36% clip. Keep taking them, keep making them, and keep just being the heart of the city, my man. Salute to you, Josh Hart. You know what it is. Campaign has been awesome for the Knicks this year. Since Jalen Brunson has come here, I'll say this. Since Emmanuel Quickley was traded away from the New York Knicks, the Knicks were awful in the non-Jalen Brunson minutes. They got a veteran point guard now that can control the tempo, push the tempo, make shots, create shots, and get into the paint and just spray the ball all over the court. His ability to shoot the ball from 3 is something that's really been impressing me as well. He hasn't seen a shot he doesn't like, and he hasn't seen a pass that he loves. He loves those wing 3s. Keep taking them, keep making them. Shout out to Terry Johnson, a.k.a. Campaign. I've been very loud with my criticism of Jericho Sims. He's played 5 good games in a row. The energy, the effort, the attention to detail, the little things, doing the dirty work, being a garbage man, setting tough screens, hard rolls to the rim, has crashed the defense inside, allowed for 3-point shots. And he's one of the better rim protectors in the league when it comes to defensive field goal percentage at the rim. Tibbs knows what he knows, and he knows that Jericho Sims can hold the fort down as a backup center for him and his scheme. I went and I checked the updated season win total for the New York Knicks, and they've got them at 53.5 wins. So my question to you is over or under 53.5 wins for the Knicks this year? Let me know. And make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG at @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up, and let's go Knicks.